I've been in the land almost all my life now, and that's where I'm from, and I feel like that's where I belong.
This was extremely uplifting and heartwarming. I just felt like I was being immersed on their journey, getting to see them kayak and tear down and set up, and go on these wild adventures, and also ultimately just bond and create that camaraderie and that special community with one another, fully immersing in the environment. I thought it was really nice that they did lend us that intimacy of almost being like another member on the group, where we got these interviews with them, but we got to see them in the moments where they didn't even know they were being filmed, and the personal video camera work done by the kids as well, with their expression of it through the lens was really nice, and I felt that camaraderie present, but even more than that, you felt that resilience. And there's this smile in their voice when they said that was a hard day. That was a tough day. And just the pride in getting through that and knowing what they're capable of. It just really showed the importance of connecting to the land, of finding that holistic connection, uh, connecting to cultural practices, and seeing how doing so invites our past and our culture to be integrated in our future. And that's important for any young children, but also really importantly for children in these communities where they say the town's tough and the land can be a place for peace.
I think this is a great job looking at Native people and seeing their kayak journey and going alongside that. I think it's really fun seeing children in it. I think immediately you change the tone by including children as they go on their quest to be on this kayak journey, and it makes it easier to empathize with the point of view when you bring in a player that is, you know, more vulnerable. And I think that's a really great thing to do with documentaries sometimes when you're trying to persuade the audience. Getting getting them on the side of a child is a good way of doing that. I think this was a really creative story. I think, as I've previously said, I think the way that you present it and the methodology that you use to present it is really clever and really smart.
It was very encouraging to see just that, we can better ourselves. We often will learn a lot from kids who they go into things with open minds and open hearts. And it's kind of a reminder for us as adults that we should be doing this as well. It was really nicely done piece. I was very, very sorry to learn about Lena. That's very, very sad. Blessings on her family. But this piece was very nicely put together. It was wonderfully directed. The interviews were done very nice. It was wonderfully shot. Nice use of music, nicely edited, and it was just such a refreshing ray of light to see these kids, and to see them in their attitudes.
Very breathtaking in its visuals and the location of this hike, but it was also very captivating seeing these youthful teens essentially going on this hike, going on this trek, but also learning more about themselves, their ancestry, and just getting back to their roots. I feel like when you go back and you look at your heritage and where you came from, it's a very life-changing experience. Especially like they said, the more separated we become from it and the more we obsess over what's modern and what's current, the more we kind of lose ourselves in that hogwash and that blend of all the current problems in the world. But in looking back and evaluating the past, sometimes we can find a new sense of self in those roots. Um, it was all very interesting to look at it, and it definitely it definitely opened up a lot of opportunities for reflection.
You know, we get to see these group of individuals kayak across the river and kind of disconnect from society for a little while and use this as a healing experience. You know, it's sort of a cultural rite of passage. They share hardships with one another so that they can learn from each other and do better in life. This is a coming of age story. This is about learning lifelong survival skills and teaching a way of life. You know, this was a very healing of your soul type of experience for these individuals. And I think we get to see that throughout their journey together as they become one strong community. And I love being able to see this ending where they're creating not only traditions, but sharing their dreams of where they hope to be in the future, whether it's learning how to um, fillet a seal or to be able to teach others how to kayak and be part of that part of the journey. So it's really nice to see these group of kids sort of find themselves on the river.
The fact that these people take kayaking, or on a different level. Kayaking is life, is somewhere, is a safe place where they can just really, really enjoy themselves and basically live within the nature and feel the nature again, away from the city, away from uh, the so-called reality. I think the film was very well done, very engaging. I really enjoyed also the cinematography and direction and the overall meaning behind it, which is you should just be able to do what you want to do in life and be happy.